in the grand final. And yeah, we're actually going to see Animus and Silex back in their second grand finals as well.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely been a very dominant semis for both of them. Bit of a shaky groups. I mean, these two teams tied in the groups actually, ladies and gentlemen, 15-15 was the scoreline for the group. So this is really comes down to, I guess, a kind of a deciding match between the two. You know, being in the grand finals now, they both pushed through very convincingly through the semis. And I guess we just have to see what comes out here from both teams and who's the more dominant team at the end of the day. I'm predicting probably a 2-3 win to the Bald Crew. But that's just me. What do you reckon?
Honestly, I think the matchup again is going to favour Ball Crew. Still the lineup from Hype. They're players who are going to be thinking a lot. You know, in terms of aim, there's maybe one or two players who can level to Ball Crew's actual skill level, like just their raw skill. And I don't think that's going to be enough.
Yeah,
I think,
definitely.
Yeah, they're going to need a bit more firepower.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree. Ball Crew have definitely shown that they, you know, that the last few games they've definitely really been picking it up, like I said. But with saying that sort of Hype. And it really comes down to who's making the plays in these teams, not who's going to be, you know, stepping up. I'm expecting, you know, Mont to be up there. Even Mungo played really well throughout the semis.
He did, yeah.
Especially JKS. JKS really picked up through the groups. I think he was pretty strong through the. Oh, sorry, Azza it is. Azza, isn't it? Is
Azza. Azza's in the team. Yeah, JKS
so
was in the
There's
other
like
team.
3 Vox people in. They're all different teams, and but Azza, yeah, he was a little bit. Didn't play as great in the groups, but in the semis he definitely picked it up a bit and definitely showed, you know, what he was made of, kind of thing. And especially, I think it was Animus as well, I believe.
So yeah, we're I think all the players are in server. They're ready. Yeah, we're ready to go.
They're all jumping around, and Mungo saying less than 1 minute.
So yeah, no, I didn't actually get to see Aaron in the first group. I wasn't here yet. But I think he's someone who can actually just bring it. Like, no matter what, he might be having a couple of dodgy rounds. Yeah. He's got the experience. He's got the composure. He's got the talent to just bring it.
Right. And that's what it comes out at the end of the day. And it is that experience in those years. And here we go. This comes to, is it the knife round, I believe? Or they've already done the knife round?
This should be the knife. Actually, I'm not even sure. We'll have a look. No, it is the knife round. Everyone's right down the middle.
It is a knife round. Okay, so we got the knife round coming out here. But yeah, like you were saying, you know, it comes down to the experience of the players. It comes down to, you know, most of these players have been playing for years. And obviously, Azza being in what would be said, I'd say, the top 2 teams of Australia right now. You know, and there we go. Azza Hype taking it out, and they will take. I guess we're about to find out.
I hope they take CT. I mean, yeah, they did it fine. Yeah, no, but it wasn't. It was a knife round, but they didn't use the proper config. It's fine. They still. No one died.
And so we're staying as is, as we can see here. Hype deciding to take that CT side there, and in my opinion, with this map, it is kind of a terrorist-based side, especially if you got that really hard, in-your-face aggressive push, which Bullet Crew have. So we'll just have to see how Hype actually take this out. You know, I don't know if this is a very wise decision from Hype, but I guess we'll find out. Bullet Crew in their face straight away. Nerok straight down into the drop down, fastest ball. 3 out, straight out of the drop down. Mont picking up Animus there, taking down Azza straight into the side, full control, 5 alive still for the Bullet Crew boys here. They're just taking complete control. Hype are in a 3 versus 5 retake right now. And we got hiding behind him, takes him down. Mont takes him down. He wasn't expecting that one. And Silex does take down one. It's a 4-man advantage at the end of that round, taking down Bull Crew. It's just so they're in your face. They're an in-your-face kind of team. We do have a pause coming out from the Bull Crew side here. It seems we've got a crash.
I just want to question how Nerox managed to get down and drop so easily. Like, there was not one player that contested him at all.
Not at all.
He got straight out the door, managed to just hit the player in, like, the shed out on B, in the side of the head.
Yeah.
Why did that even happen? How did that even happen?
I think, I'm not exactly sure, but Hype, you know, they're playing from that kind of that hut and rock kind of area. I think they were trying to play that kind of retake, like 2-1-2 kind of thing.
Yeah, but was the communication not there that they weren't actually watching the door? Because he was behind the rock. It's completely open to the side player.
Yeah, no, you're right. And, you know, like you said, it probably comes down to that communication factor, really. Maybe they weren't talking as much as they probably should have. And there wasn't just that setup. The setup was wrong. There was no one watching it at all. I mean, he could have dropped down and gone to A if he wanted to the middle area there. But we do have a full eco, just some PT50s, a 5-7, and a CC coming out, but that nade actually dunk it down. Mungo does take down Saib here. Absolutely drops him. One's coming out. Does get taken down, actually. Animus does take down one, goes for that aggressive peek, and does hit down another one low. He doesn't actually take that much damage whatsoever. And the heavy presence from the CT Hype Gaming side here is very true. However, Bold Crew are going to stick with their guns and they're going to push out into the B side here. The bomb has been thrown back. They're not really playing together, it seems, Bold Crew here. Everyone on the Hype side here and B side is low right now. Mungo does clean up, and with Nerox there as well, bringing it down to a 4 vs 2. And we got Bold Crew here. Two of them are fairly low. This is probably best off to go for some exit frags. We got Azza here just watching the drop down to see if he knows there's one up there, to see if he drops down eventually. Don't think it's going to happen though. No, Spike's just watching behind. There's nothing's really happening right now. They are opting for that exit frag deal. Gaia, with the pistol armor, so he's probably going to save that. Spikes is getting keen on that peak, but he's just deciding off it is probably the best for him. And we got most of the Ball Crew members falling out from B long, so should have the information here from.
Everyone should be able to say
this. Everyone should be able to. Everyone lives.
Oh,
they do
Mungo
save pistols.
on 4 HP.
Mungo on the 4 health there. And just a standard eco round really coming out from the Hype guys there on the CT side. Just pretty standard. You know, they kind of stacked the side, and then that was really about it.
They did well after losing the first pick.
No, for sure, yeah.
That first pick, so that's good.
Got the trade rather quickly, and you know, this is what it comes down to on the eco rounds. It's just, you know, getting those picks, getting those kills, you know, whenever you can. You get heaps of nades going down in the mid there. Cyber does get them taken down to 36 HP straight off the bat. Fire nades coming down straight from the drop down. They're kind of, Ball Crew playing this kind of just setup, just 2-1-2, just even through the semi-finals. I saw just like 2-1-2 playing that kind of just pick mentality, just try and play the pick. And we do have a stack on B side, I apologise, sorry here. And Mont just slowly picking him out. Does get taken out by Guy. Guy does get the trade onto Mont, and Mont gets taken down while he's by himself with the, without the bomb, sorry. And Norix does take down Cyber, and they're going to soon realise that there is no one on the A side. However, the rotate is coming fast from the Hype boys here. And we got Azza straight up into that vent room there. He does get smoked off. They know exactly what's going on. No one's in the A side. And they're probably just going to opt for the extra frags again. Silex should save that AK if he's smart. Yeah, it looks like he's running all the way back to C spawn.
It's going to go up to the T sniper tower.
Yeah, into the sniper. See if he can click some heads from up there. Yeah. But Gaia and Az are just going to try and get the mech to see if they can pick up some guns for the next round. So their economy is a little bit, as I guess you could say, as high as the Board Crew right now. It is looking a little bit dismal. But obviously coming into the third round on a second eco is kind of what you expect. Does get down with two get taken down. That's rather really good for a Hype, I should say. You know, taking down quick 2 frags. They're not saving at all. Spikes does take them. They both get taken down in the end. All 3 of them get taken down in the end.
Oh, Silex, I didn't see that. He lost his AK. Yeah,
actually must have got sniped out of the tower. I must have been peeking it. Got actually wrecked.
Well, it doesn't really matter. T's all can buy. CT should all be able to buy anyway. Animus.
Animus with the Dak.
Oh, he's keen. He's keen.
Bit of an interesting buy here. We've got a Dak coming out from Animus on that B side.
Pasha style.
Yeah, Pasha, yeah. We'll see how he plays it, actually. It's going to be interesting if he plays that aggressive pick. I wonder, in this game particularly, I wonder if Hype are going to pick up on their 2-1-2 splits that he's so consistent with. But it seems that Animus, you know, kind of sitting back in the B side with that Dak just sitting at the hut there. We do have 3 in the B, setting up that triangle standard holds here. The Bombers by itself with Spikes there over in the middle. And that's really all about it. We've got a little bit of a play on drop down here. Azza, sorry, the names keep mucking me up. Azza does fall out of the drop down. He has got the information. There is 2 up there, but will they drop down or will they fall back to A? We'll see what happens here. Now Elam going to pop a nade. But just not far enough, not taking that damage into side here. Mungo just trying to work on that pick. I'm trying to work on it. I'm working on it. I'm trying to like get everything done right now. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to concentrate. Have another one. And Silex does take down 2 in that middle area there. Bring it to a 5 vs 3. The advantage going Hype way. Mungo does get the trade onto 1 frag. Aside takes down another. And it's that proving effective CT side.
That's actually a really good setup. So what they did was they actually put 1 up in the corner where you can't actually see from B alley. So you actually have to push out to here as a T to actually be able to pick this guy here.
Yep.
And you also are open to this guy here when you cross this area.
Especially when
So
that
it's good
smoke that you
crossfire.
just threw on the map there, especially most T sides to smoke that off just so they can get out there.
Exactly.
And like you said, with that crossfire, it just proves so effective. All they do have to do is line up those two lines
Exactly,
and just shoot down each other. But here we've got an eco round coming out of Bullet Crew nice and fast. Down the drop down once again, which is uncontested, but they do have the information in this round, and they seem to be ready
They're
for
running
it.
that same weak setup as B where they just leave that part open. But
Yeah. It seems to be working, however, the triangle works, they get the information, they do have the explosives down, hitting him down, as they're taking down
middle of nowhere.
Nerox there, and we got
There's two players though that can be killed pretty easily, even just with a pistol.
Yeah, no, it's definitely some low HP out there, but I think Monster's going to try and play those exit frags and see what it can pick up. There's not really much you can do.
CTs have no reason to leave the B bomb site.
They're just going to sit there for 55 seconds and make us talk about nothing really quickly.
Let's just talk about Mon's tag right now. What a lovely tag he's got.
Yes.
Look at that. He's streaming and everything. Also broadcast his stream.
Nice. Yeah.
Stealing our viewers.
Nice big penis around his name.
Yep.
No, we'll see what he can do here. I don't really think he's going to find much. He might find Azza there, and no hope for him as it does take him down.
So, of course, if people were wondering why you didn't see Mont just try and save his pistol, $300, on T side, you lose money if you survive the round without getting the bomb down. So, his best bet there was just to die and get his $1,700.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's definitely the go. Let's get as many frags as he can possibly get. We've got smoke coming up from Azza here. It's a good smoke. I actually only saw it the other day, and it's smokes off B long, so it keeps that presence. Keeps them wandering. And Animus does take down spikes in the middle there. Bomb does get dropped down in the mid. They're just kind of trying to regain control of Bullet Crew here. They're just trying to pick up whatever picks they can. Seems like Hype has got a nice big strong line across the map here. And here's opportunity for a pick here. Spray does fail. Silex does pick up Mungo. And we'll see what has to happen around here. We've got 3 HP on Silex and 22 on Animus. And I believe they're both on the B side as well. So it seems like Bullet Crew know about this and they're gonna try and take the advantage onto this, and he goes 64 meters. We've got the actual meters there. He's going to take it does take down Nerox there. Mont getting the trade frag onto him, bringing it to a 2v4. Basically a 2v2. I mean, two of them are on Skerrick of health here, but the Bull Crew split up. Mont does take down one. Saib gets the trade onto Elam there. Mont trades him as well. Saib falling down, the bomb's down, he picks it up. Doesn't goes one, no he doesn't. Gaia takes down Mont on B. They bring him to 3-3. Which is kind of, what we expected, 3-3, bring it nice and close.
Doesn't matter about the pistol rounds, you do expect those CT teams to be able to pick up the rounds.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Predominantly CT side. Or
yeah.
Honestly, how you were saying it's becoming more T side with the updates that have been added to Cobble.
Yeah, definitely.
I reckon if you're set up properly as CTs, you can most likely bring those rounds quite easily.
Yeah,
like they survive with 4, survive with 4, survive with 2 people. So it's still got pretty good money.
Yeah, I think with, like you said, it comes down to, I think nade buying now is over armor buying on CT pistols is probably more preferred, especially on this map especially. But, standard eco coming out, a bit of a spike as an M4 here does actually get a couple of trades here, bring it to a 3 versus 2. Everyone's on the Skerrick health except for Mungo on the Ball Crew side. The Dak again proving undestroyable. Animus picking up 2 with that Dak, bringing it down to spikes with the M4 on 9 health. He's got 2 frags under his belt already. I don't know if he's going to be able to trade out. No, he won't. Animus will take him down to 3k with the Dak, proving to make his money worth of that $10,000 after a Dak buy. He's definitely making it worth his money.
Yeah, that's for sure. He doesn't care what's going on right now with the rest of his team. He can buy Dak for the rest of the half.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, it's definitely working for him. I mean, I guess whatever works at the end of the day. The CT side is hype. They're just smoking off everything, keeping everything under control, all mid control. As you can see, everything's smoked off. B long, they're smoking out mid, keeping the A long control. And we've got Nerox again, just dropping down into the drop down needlessly. 3 of them. Yeah, does get taken down. Doesn't get traded. Saib takes down 2. Nerox and Mungo down for Bullet Crew here. And we got one more left in drop down. I believe it is Mont. We've got Guy coming up behind him. Mont does take him down, leaving him on a Skerrick L. 2 HP for Mont, gets blinded completely. Spikes does get down Silex on the rotate. Bomb is still down. Actually gets a fair bit of damage off Mont onto Saib there. Does get taken down, however, bringing Spikes down to 3 HP. Lim.
Does SE know he has the bomb, or?
Actually sure what's going on. Again, the Dak just proving unstoppable, and Spikes coming up the mid here. The bomb is down in control of Hype. And he's just going to hope for any fact he can. It's not going to happen. Nazar will take him down there. And we've got a 5-3 lead for Hype now, which is interesting, needless to say.
5 rounds in a row as well. They're really just building that momentum.
Yeah, no, for sure. And, you know, I feel this map is a very, especially for Board Crew, if they get into the slump, they might lose too many rounds on the CT side. And I feel this map is, you know, very heavy T-sided, especially if you get those teams that are in your face, like I said, with Board Crew. They're very, very in-your-face kind of team. And as you can see here, we've got a nice bit of a forced by eco kind of deal going here. Mont does take down Stylix. It's just a full run into A through long guy. Does take down Elim to the mid. Guy is ready for it. Takes down another one. He's going to get the third. He does. The bomb is down. Guy takes down the third. And as it does get traded, then Mont does take him down. Side taking Nerox inside, cleaning it up for the Hype crew there. And it's just a nice, clean anti-eco, I guess you could say, from there, you know.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, Gaia actually, even though one of their teammates died in long haul, they actually still managed to hold control of the mid area and still get the favourable trades. I mean, Gaia dropped 3 then I think it was. So
yeah, no, definitely keeping control of this game. Hype seem to be having the control. I mean, Animus has had that Dak since round 4, I believe. And they're just, you know, using it to all their advantage they can. Mungo coming up aggressive in this drop down in the front of that sprint there. Does he find him? No. As it does take him down. Animus does take down Mont as well. And it's just came trade after trade. Animus gets taken down eventually by Nerox. We still have 2 as it does take down Elim. Pistol comes down. No, his low side does clean him up for him there. And again, Spikes coming up in mid. And again, on low hit points here. Just walking around and seeing what he can do. There's not really much he can do. You probably should save here.
I think this is like the 3rd round they've actually had a very useless lurker.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd time they've been, like, what has he got to do? The bomb's down. He hasn't caught a rotator. He's got 14 HP.
I don't know if it's an issue with Spikes maybe being too slow on the lurk, being too slow to get to his positions, or if it's the rest of his team being too quick and playing it too fast. I mean, most of the guys died before a minute of the round, and it was just that situation where they all dropped down, you know, and they just got mowed down, and then they split through long, and they just got mowed down again separately because there doesn't seem to be any cohesion right now between the team. But
what's interesting is that you'll see, like, the Ts, they actually sometimes get a pick in this area here.
Yeah.
But instead of just going straight back to meet up with their B teammates in this direction, they'll come back and they'll just try and lurk in this direction and close off the rotate for the CTs back here.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really, they've never really got a kill in this area. So it's interesting to see. Like, he's gonna save an AK with not even any head armor.
And $400 in the bank. He won't get any money for saving this, other than the AK, which kind of puts Board Crew in a bit of a money deficit here. Hype Gaming 7-3 up, and as you can see, the scoreboard lining up. We've got Elim starting from the bottom to the top. We've got Elim on 1-8, Nerox 4 frags, Spikes up to 6. Then you got Mont and Mungo hitting around that top bit there, 9 and 7. And really, it's rather consistent around the Hype crew. You know, you got 10-10, 7-7, and then you got Silex on 5. But everyone's doing their job for Hype. It's all kind of being held off, as you can see. The same smokes come down, and again, they just drop down. Does finally get that pick. Side picks him up. Animus with the tac taking him down again. This tac has definitely gotten his money worth of frags. He's still alive. Mont does take down Silex. Guy also taking down Lim. Azza and Gaia taking down a couple more frags. And again, round after round, Spikes last alive in the middle area. It comes, you know, they have to be speaking with each other. It's just, you know, you got to question it. What are they thinking? What's going through their mind right now? Is the B push going too quick, or is the rotate, or the lurker just going too slow? And it's something they need to work out. And probably now, I mean, they should go for a pause and just try and work out what's going wrong here, because
8 rounds in a row they've lost.
Yeah, 8 rounds, like you said. It's just a constant deficit that they're in right now, and they're just scrounging for money right now. They're just trying to get some money.
The most important thing as well is it's not round losses where they're coming to like 1v2 clutches or 1v1 clutches. There are 3 at minimum players surviving at the end of these rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
CTs have so much money.
The Animus changing up his position with that Dak. Takes down 2 actually, takes down 3, and that falls against take 5th gets taken down, I suppose. But Animus with this Dak just...
He's going to get money capped.
Absolutely,
Him and Gaia, like, look at their money right now.
Absolutely dominating. Animus with the Dak there, just absolutely just smashing them. There's just no competition for Animus right now. He changes up his position. They're obviously talking a lot, the Hype boys, as you can tell. They're just changing up the positions, keeping everything different and fresh. So the Board crew just have no idea what is going on right now. And Animus going back to that B side, I believe, with the Dak, and you know, it's just proven it's definitely paid its money worth of what they spent on it. And again, Elim gets taken down. Animus finally gets taken down. Gets straight out. Nerox picking up a fracking guy there as well, and Silex picking up Nerox, bringing it to a 3v3. We've got Silex in the mid here, lurking around. Bald Crew. There we go. Bit of BM in the chat. And we got Silex taking down Spikes, bringing it to 3 versus 2. Elim is not happy at all. We got Mungo creeping up. Will he spot out Silex? He should check all the corners here. He should catch him off guard, but he doesn't. He does actually. Switches onto his head. Mungo takes him down with a nice little 1B there on Silex. Mont coming up with that AWP. See if he can get him on the cross. Smokes are out. Azra inside. Cut out. Azra straight through the smoke. Do they know? They don't think they know. The plan is going down. I'm not sure if they know there's one on cardboard there. Flashed out. Mont does pick up side, bringing it down to a 1 versus 2. Azza versus Mont and Mungo. They know exactly where he is now off those shots. He's in a very tight situation. There's not much he can do here. Mungo just baiting him out for Mont. Mont actually does miss the shot. This is an opening for Azza, but there's not much time to go. Azza does take down Mungo with that nice headshot there. Moving himself on the side. There's barely any time at all left in the round. And it's just going to run the time out, and Mont will pick him up and keep that off in the bank for Bald Crew there. So it's a nice round coming up for Bald Crew. This is what they needed. They definitely need to get the next few rounds to bring it back.
Most important thing about that round was the CT still managed to kill 4 Ts. So their money, they had 4 people having to rebuy. Mont's the only one who has any conceivable money. Like, look at that. They need to win this. If they lose this round, that's the half done. Like, that's it. And especially with, and when you look at it like that, if they win this round, it should force the CTs onto it. I mean, really, Hype have enough money to buy out for the next lot of rounds. They really, and Bald Crew really need to win the next couple to get that money deficit in the favor of them. So they actually have some money to spend on the terrorists here. But we'll see what happens. Sorry, on the CTs, I should say. See what happens. This is a bit of another slower round here. Again, we got another lurker. I believe it's Mont this time out in mid with that AWP, and the rest of his team are cruising over at B, just trying to work something. I think Mont's just trying to work a pick, trying to get a bit of an A fake rolling out, but it does look like the rest of his team is walking down into that middle area. And we have Silex here nice and close to Mont. Will Mont get in the first peak? I guess we'll see. And the pick does come out from Guy. There's another 2 coming through. Does get traded out for Mungo. Mont does get taken down from Silex. We'll see what feels like he's doing. He's pushing out. This is a smart decision. They're all behind him. He definitely has the advantage in the situation. As is stuck behind the truck by himself for quite some time. The rest of his team coming around. Does take that one. Elim does get taken down. It is a 4 versus 2 in favor of Hype Gaming. Silex is coming behind, knowing exactly where he is. Side taking down Mungo. They should have information where he is, and he does get taken down. Side picking up Spikes. They're bringing it to 10-4 in favor of Hype. Let's have a look at that money. They've got nothing. It's the last round, and they have like 1,400 per person.
Yeah, no money at all. Elim having a bit of a shaky start to this best of 3 in this finals here. Only 1 to 12. See if he can pick up on the rest of his rounds. But you see Animus on the top of the Hype Gaming board there. 15 to 5. And it's sad, I guess sad to say 13 or so of those frags were from the Dak. And the smoke does come out from Nerox, eliminating that smoke. Comes out fast in front of Azza. Hits him down, not too much at all though. It's coming out fast. Azza's ready for it. However, Mungo does go down. It's just a mop up here right now for Azza, taking him down. Saib does pick up one. The bomb is down. Saib and Animus cleaning it up for that 11-4 half for Hype Gaming. And that's just a really strong round from Hype. It's really a dominant half. No,
that was really good. Like, they actually utilized their weaponry really well. So you see, like, even though Animus picked up that Dak really, really early, I think he only died like twice with it. Yeah. So he wasn't constantly having to rebuy it. He just used it really effectively. Yeah. So it was good. Like, just have a look at the amount of rounds they won, except for this one round that was consecutive.
I actually think this is coming into Bald Crew's pick as well, which makes you wonder, what's there going to be for the next map, and just you have to see what happens.
I think it's on that piece of
paper. No, just seeing what the next map was.
Have a look where Silex has found himself, right behind the rotations.
Alright.
And Hayes just opened up. There's only one CT left. Spikes, and he's pinched. He's still got Animus facing behind him with that Tech 9. Animus is looking to pick up that last. No, but Spikes! Oh, the USP. Picks up that 1B.
typical Sparks. Not a chance. Not a chance. I wonder who the PDG award's going to go to this time. I mean, it seems out of Spikes and
and Mont, yeah.
and
I
Mont.
don't know. Like those two, they love staying alive.
Yeah,
They don't like giving their kill up that easily.
Fair enough. It's fair enough. And it comes into a 12-4 scoreline in favour of Hype here. And we do have a force play actually coming out from Blood Crew, which is a bit of a risky play. I mean, they need to win this round, otherwise it forces them onto a double eco. And then, what then? I mean, they have to really grind it out for, I guess, a draw almost. Really comes down, we've got the slow peek out here. Spikes can't see him through that smoke, actually misses his shot. We do have a heavy presence on the B side here. Mungo playing close, gets hit down to 27 HP as a takedown. Nerox, a nice headshot there. Spikes does take down Azza with the scat there. Takes down 2 actually. Saib goes down as well. Evening it up on the scoreboard here. Does get taken down through the wall, and so does Mungo. And opens up the B site, and they're all over it.
So there's still 3 Ts alive with the bomb down on the B site. Oh, well, the City's, they're going for it. Like, they know, they feel like they have equipable weaponry.
There you go. Hype does clean it up. Nice and easy with 2 men still alive in that round. And we've got Animus 19-6, Azar 16-8, Saib 14-7, and 12 kills apiece on Gaia and Salix and the rest. And it was pretty even through the Ball Crew side, other than really Nerox on 6 and Elim on 1. But this is really the round. I think, you know, if they eco this round, they have to eco the next round. And that's what it will come down to, whether they can bring it to a draw. But this map isn't looking too promising for the Ball Crew team right now. And you have just a slow, conservative push coming out from Hype. Just getting that real control at B. They are down a drop down here. Spikes does have the information. He will be communicating with his team, but there is no rotators coming in from Ball Crew, and it's just a bit of a standoff between Saib and Spikes. Oh, Spikes does get taken down, and so does Nerox. And Azza does take down Nerox, and they've got the advantage straight off the bat. And it's just unfortunate. They had the information, and no one rotated over for Ball Crew there, and they should just get mopped up now. They should have a fair idea of where everyone is at in this round, and this, you know, 5 versus 2, the best thing that Ball Crew can do right now is go for exit frags, and Elam does actually take down Nagaya here, and he's just getting overwhelmed. Animus does take him down. Montier ready for that push from Azza, but will it happen? Will he let it happen? Find out. So patient, just waiting for the pick to come through. Don't know if Mont will try and go for anything. If he can't have that, and he does see one. He does take him down. Saib does get taken down. He just get traded here. As he's cleaning up, and it does get cleaned up. Bring it to 14-4 as a 10-round lead for Hype, and I have to say I wasn't really expecting this out of the gates from Hype. They've really come out and just shown their presence on the map and really started to dominate.
Yeah, it's interesting because throughout the day we've been saying that Ball Crew are a team who just, they get out there, you know, they get in your face, they just aim, they out-aim you. But on a map like Cobblestone, where you might not, they're all experienced players, but they might not know the lines as well as they do on the more common maps. They might not have that advantage over you.
Hype, but definitely not what is going on right now. They have the cohesion of a proper team, and Animus and Saib taking down one. Spikes does get a trade onto Saib there with a drop down. He knows there's another one coming in. Azza does get taken down as well. Spikes, nice little play there, picking up 2, bringing it to a 3 versus 3 situation, and it's definitely evened it up, and this is the closest round they've had this half especially, and there you go, Animus and Saib just picking up a quick 2 frags. They're just over-aggressive, I feel, on the CT side, getting taken out, bringing it down to Elim on a 1 versus 3. He's sitting down in like the drop-down connector here, and really he's going to have to be crossing his fingers and hoping for a miracle right now. Jump scouting over that smoke over there. Surely they saw him. Maybe they didn't. He does get one. No, he doesn't even get one. Salix does get him down. And 15-4. It's just, again, Hype just in their face.
Not only that round, but the round where they chose to force on after the pistol loss just sort of proves to me like they've given up on this map. Like, they just want to maybe focus on the next map, get this out of the way. Like, there's no reason why 3v1, no defuse kit, no control over the site, would you try and take that at all? Like, he should have been saving that as soon as that round started.
I feel that they're going to be kicking themselves with this map pick, to be honest. But Nerox does take down the side there. Nice little pick there. Bit of an aggressive
the bomb gets dropped and dropped. Look, it's like he doesn't even care he had the bomb.
Yeah, so, you know, they're just playing that over-aggressive, trying to get the picks now, and this is the closest round that, again, from the last round, this is as close as it gets. I mean, 4 versus 2. This is the round that they should pick up against Hype. And if Ball Crew can bring this back, I mean, hell, that'll be an interesting Be very interesting indeed. But I mean, you know, like you said, they're probably trying to work on the next map. They figure that the next map is probably, I guess, a bit easier. They probably know it a bit more. Again, they're probably going to be kicking themselves after this was, you know, Bold Crew's pick, and they've only picked up 4 rounds so far. Assuming that they pick up this round, they'll have 5. But we got Animus creeping up here with his partner in crime, Gaia. Will they check the corner? They should get crossfired before they even check the corner, but we'll see what happens. Does get hit, does get taken down. Animus does get taken down, and Mon takes it down with a nice couple kills there. Onto the end with a 4-man lead in that round.
Doesn't choose to go for the AWP.
No.
That's interesting. I mean, we just saw how effective a scope can be on the B side.
Yeah.
Maybe Mont just favours his up-close style.
Yeah, for sure. And 2 Mag 7 still on the board for Board Crew as well, which should be being played rather close to B, but it looks like we do have one going down into the middle there somewhere, which is interesting. You know, the grind from a back is real. It's, you know, good to bring it back now. It's picking up a nice kill onto Gaia there. And Trades is coming out left, right, and center, bringing it down to a 2 vs 2 straight off the bat. Minute 25 left on the board, and everyone's just trading each other. As it's down on 17 hit points, Animus on 100. Animus is boosted up though, which is, sorry, not boosted up, I'm thinking of the wrong team. But he is out on the B side there. There's actually no one on the B side here for Board Crew. And if they, of course, Hype have no idea of this, so they're just creeping in. Elim will get his way into that side. Does get completely blinded out. They decided to fall back into A, however.
They've still got so much time with, like, if Animus can try and just, like, get out there, try and, like, find out where someone is, you can actually use Azza, no matter how little health he has. He should still be able to get a pick, but they seem to just be going up mid.
Yeah, for sure. And Mungo will take him down.
The back.
And so happens to 2 versus 1. They played the fake rather well. I mean, they kind of sold it. Well, still 30 seconds on the board. It's 1 versus 2. He does have the bomb, so he's got everything he can ever hope for going for him right now. He does get the bomb down. And there's 2 up in Romeo. 1 in Romeo, 1 in Truck right now. Mungo takes down Animus and brings it down to a 15-6. They can decide to bring this back and put in the spirit to do so. It'll be very interesting indeed to make this finals.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the pause is for. Looks like Nerox maybe just wanted to go to the bathroom. Yep. Should be too long.
We're going to break out from Nerox. I think this happened last LAN as well.
He's probably just
he started throw the
He's had enough.
Throw the momentum. You had the momentum coming. I don't know, the pause probably wasn't so smart now, but Nerox had that knack from last LAN as well, the pause mid-game to go to the toilet. But, you know, looking across the scoreboard now, you know, we got Mungo. We got Mont leading the charge in frags at least on 17 kills there. And on the bottom we got Elim at just 2. He's picked up 1 frag in the past 6 rounds this half. I mean, 2 frags in 21 rounds. He really needs to step it up. And I mean, the difference between Hype's frags aren't much at all. You got Animus at 23 and Gaia at 13. And I mean, really, Hype have just been in the face. I think these last few rounds, I guess you could say a little bit of charity, since, you know, they've just kind of been running around, having a bit of fun by the looks of things. But, you know, I wouldn't give Bold Crew the chance to bring it back because they're definitely a team who could definitely do so.
It's not just that. If you give some of the momentum back to Bold Crew, they could always bring that into the second game and have a confidence starting off. And you don't want that. Like, you finish this map, you want to absolutely lock it out. You want to start the next map as soon as possible if you're Hype. And you just want to try to bring that momentum from map 1 into map 2. You don't want to try and give the momentum back to the other team.
No, I totally agree. Even like you said, even if, you know, they lose this game, you know, say 15-12, 15-13, they had Bold Crew bought that many rounds back in a row. They're going to come into the next round with that momentum, and they should stroll through for the next couple maps that hopefully maybe after this to take out the 2-1 win. But we'll see what happens here. We've got a bit of a faster play coming out into B here by the looks of things. Bit of a split play actually. Animus does get taken down by Spikes. It's a little bit split up. Mungo does get spotted, but does get taken down. It does take down Gaia, sorry. And Azza, Mungo coming up with an aggressive peek, does take down Saib there. Bringing down to, again, 5 men on the board for Board Crew. And Silex and Azza just trying to, they're playing together rather well actually, but they should get crossfired here. They do get spotted out, does get taken down, Silex takes down. Azza actually takes down 2. Bringing it down to a 1 versus 3. That's definitely doable for Azza, the man himself. Walking out in the front of cardboard. He's got no idea. He does it.
Misses the shot. That was tight. That was
so close.
Yeah, really close. So yeah, they're just losing tight rounds. Like they're putting a lot of pressure in mid, but the CTs are also putting enough players in mid to hold it back.
No, for sure. I don't know. I think Hyper getting a little bit rocked now by the board crew hold here. Spike's got the duck, given a bit of a taste of their own medicine, I guess you could say. And, very fast play coming out from Hype here from the eco round. They should get mopped up rather quickly, but the Tech9s are pretty unpredictable. Does get traded out. Silex does get down Elim here. And, they traded out 2 kills, actually. Brings it down to a 3 versus 3. If they win this Anti-Eco, it'd be a little disappointing. Spike gets away at the wrong time. Gets taken down by Enemies. Brings it down to a 3 versus 2. Nerox and Mungo left for the board crew boys here. They have to take it out into a retake. Az is in a nice position here. They're all in the after plant positions. Mungo does take down 1. Mungo actually takes down 2. No idea. Az is here. Brings it down to 1 versus 1. This is for the match. And he doesn't take him down. Brings it down. Oh my god. 26 HP on Mungo. And does take him down. And that will be game off an eco round. And good game by the boys here. By Hype, and man, oh man, what a game it was, ladies and gentlemen. That's just absolutely, the grind was real for a while, but really Hype had the control of the game for the entirety of the match, kept that control. I think near the end it was a bit of like a charity round kind of thing. It
was, yeah. They sort of knew they won, so took the foot off the pedal.
A bit lazy, but like we spoke about earlier, like we were speaking about earlier, however, coming off, a good 4 or 5 round, streak in a row at the end, it could put him into this game with confidence. Say, hey, yeah, you know what, we can beat this team.
Exactly.
And it'll bring it into like the best of 3, which map isn't open for, but we are.
Imagine if Bold Crew actually just got to start the second map after that first half of the first map. Yeah. They'd lost, what was it, like 13 rounds or like 11 rounds in a row, except for 1 round.
Yeah.
That would have been insane. Yeah.
And that round lose, and I guess it would be fairly disheartening on Board Crew's terms there as well, losing to a anti-eco as well, which is probably not the the best thing that could have happened. No, it's probably not the way you wanted to go out, especially because that should have just been a pop-up.
CSGO though, isn't it? Like, you can never predict these things. Like, there's rounds where teams just buy up, put themselves in positions where they can get the bomb down for 1, and 2, pick up weapons that they've killed as CTs and just manage to just bring it back. Yeah, no, and the grind was there. It looked rather promising. I mean, if they had picked up that round, I guess we could have, you never know. If they picked up the round, it could have kept the stroll on going, but they did get taken down to an anti-eco, like I said. And I guess we're just going to have to see what happens when it comes down to this game. It looks like Hype, not in the server right yet, but they might be standing up. It looks like they're standing up a little bit, having a bit of a chat. I think they're having a little bit of pizza. I don't know if that's the Hype boys there, but 16-7 was at the end, yeah. That was the first map.
That was the first map,
yeah.
That was the first map, yeah.
So it looks like we're actually going to play... I hope this is a mistake, but it looks like we're going to play Season as the second map.
Yeah, it's definitely
what a strange
interesting map pool for the finals. You got
Cobblestone.
Couple of Season. Was the third one Overpass? Or no, it's Cache, I believe it is actually. Yeah.
Wow, I think so all customs then.
Yeah. I think the best bet for Board Crew is to take this one out, because I think they're definitely going to be the strongest side on Cache, especially because that is
Cache is one of the strongest.
It's such an in-your-face kind of map.
Yep.
It's a very close quarters, which is, I feel, especially being Mont with his aim, is a very effective for him. That's his kind of play style, is walking around, is playing really quick.
Last Battle for Brisbane, they actually chose Cache in both their semi-final and their grand final as their map.
Yeah.
So you'd expect that. I'm surprised they didn't pick the Cache this time around.
Yeah. So if Hype wants to, pick up the win, they need it to be on this map rather than being on, the third, because third being Cache, that's one of their stronger maps.
In saying that though, Hype are a predominantly 1.6 based team.
Yeah.
And there was no season in 1.6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, true.
As opposed to the Ball Crew guys who are all Call of Duty and Source, in which both games had seasons.
Yeah, well, true.
So
it was a bloody port and season was. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I was talking to Spikes and Mizu about that,
and for sure. And, that's probably something that'll play into their advantage, whether or not, Board Crew have got some tricks up their sleeve. I guess it comes down to the knife round as well.
We'll see,
I think CT side is,
Okay, so we're just going to be taking a 10-minute break between the maps. We're coming back with Season after that. See you soon.
Yeah, see you soon.